All right, let's get back to it. You see that thing? Click, 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 click. I am still getting the oxygen out of this dumb tank of generator coolant through a filter. So I'm putting small amounts of hot gas at 10 centigrade onto a pipe that should be minus 75. And it doesn't make any sense. What I should be doing is cooling the whole tank, and then we can dump it back into the buffer and cooling or working on the cooling side with not 3 MPa or lots of kmols of gas. I should be working only the kmols of gas that need to be worked. So that'll be an improvement to do, because this certainly isn't killing me, but it's also not very efficient, and we need it to be efficient. Let's see. So the project du jour is the temperature in my house kind of got out of whack badly because I was fiddling with stuff. 12. Shoot. I'm going to have to heat this place up before it's going to grow plants again. I've given up on my tick-based timer. I went and got somebody's clock, and I'm going to tie the grow lights to the clock, right? So if it says give me 10 minutes 16 seconds of light a day and 5 minutes too, well, I'm going to have actual time to make that happen. So that'll be nice. Right now, though, I was saying, so I was fiddling around with that chip, and that chip controls the air conditioner, and the air conditioner kind of went long. Heat exchanger. Simple heat exchanger. So I was already experiencing some temperature variations in here based on I need to heat up the cans of oxygen and nitrogen and who knows what else. And this is my only place to do that, right? This is my only inside. So I made another inside out of the furnace building. And I was going to fool around with radiators, but then thinking about it, the right answer clearly is the heat exchanger. It works so well. So I'm going to exchange the super hot furnace exhaust through the active vent. And the passive vent. Using some, I'm not sure I got enough, yellow pipe, regular pipe. Oh, look, it's the afternoon. It's 13:33 outside. I haven't checked that. I'm assuming that it works, but I should really verify that before I tie my success to it. Almost 4 o'clock, and is the sun up or down? The day is weird. I have noticed that. The day is definitely a little bit odd in regard to when does the sun come up and go down on the clock. All right, so I was trying stuff. Let's see if I clean that up. I did. Trying different things, and then it occurred to me I'm making this too hard. All we need to do is pass the super hot gas into a heat exchanger. Yeah, don't do that anymore. That is input, yes. Whatever, just put another pipe in. this is output. And I'm not thinking that I'm going to cool this super hot gas down to where I need to worry about frozen pollution necessarily. I'm hoping that I'm not, because the only answer that I know is to drain it, and I don't especially want pollution in my house, but if it happens, it happens. And then over here we have input 1. I don't know why these are that way, but whatever. Input 1 and output is the hot air, and the input is, look, we're already exchanging a little heat. Keep the input away from the output, and it works a lot better. And then this vent blows inward to itself. I got confused about inward and outward, and it's just like, think about it only from the perspective of the vent and not is it in my house or out of my house. And things make perfect sense. Things make perfect sense. Over here, I know there's a wire close by. I'm going to want wire in a second. Right now I want to get these floor panels up somewhat close by. Ooh, am I going to have enough? Just enough. Very big room full of very cold oxygen. And let's make sure we haven't surprised ourselves in any way. Even that little bit of exchange heated up the thing a bit. So let's heat it up a lot. Hey, we can breathe it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw 44. I don't know what 44 degrees was, where it was. Let's let that stabilize a minute. I caught a good trick. Heard a rumor. Put a passive vent on both sides of a wall, and the gas moves through it a lot better than trying to stuff all the air through the thing there. Okay, so we're up at 105 or 105. I don't need this to be very good at all. Temperature critical. My auto helmet thingy is freaking out. All right, perfect. Slow but sure. I don't know if that's working or not necessarily. Look at the direction of how the gas is moving. It's all through that door. All through that vanity door. Is it any through the passive vent? Well, let's not mess around. Let's not mess around and get the wrong side, get the one side a lot hotter than the other side. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily doing anything. Ooh, there is some sparkle. There's just a little sparkle. Good, good, good. Pollutants yet? Nope. helmet open. Perfect. Okay, you see the heat waves there. It's 99 on the back side of this, but I think it'll stabilize to a comfy temperature, maybe. And if it doesn't, we know what to do. .42, that is too hot. We know what to do. Bring in some cold air. Maybe a lot of cold air, I don't know. Oh, let's go ahead and be sure. Let's be sure. There's the removing the source of the heat. 780. It's okay if this is a little bit ghetto. I'm not expecting to have to do it very often. How's this still on? I turned it off. Quasar. 61 and 54, and let's start over. I thought I turned this thing off. So stupid. I mean, we need an air conditioner in here anyway, because I'm not going to want to do what I'm doing right now when the room heats up, which it will over time. So I should just go ahead and put the air conditioner in here right now and then heat up the room and know if it goes over, we have a plan. Yeah. All right, so, whoa, hello. So, try that one again later. And where are we at with the exhaust tank over here? Empty. Perfect. Done with that. And we should be done with the oxygen in the exhaust. We should be done with the oxygen in the exhaust. Oh yeah, I cooled down the fuel. I built that same temperature maintenance plan that I used over here, and cooled down the furnace and generator fuel. I've got almost 8 MPa. I've got 18,000 moles of volatiles in there at minus 64. I wonder if we can go further. All right, but for the moment, I want to fill that battery. What happened to our temperature? Now, what is it? Input pipe, still gold. And I didn't mess with this room in any way. Did we use up all the fuel? Maybe we used up all the fuel. Remember I told you this thing got way overpressurized. Yeah, that's what happened. It got way overpressurized, like dangerous. So I just took it off, turned it off. We can turn it back on now. We'll turn it on small. When it's time, go ahead and bring in a little bit of gas. And then watch that closely and see what the pressure looks like. It's going up. It's going up too fast. Stop that. Oops, come on. Come on. I thought I turned it off, he said. Well, first let's depressurize it again so we know what's what. Yeah, on Mars I had to pump all kinds of... Why is that still going up? What the heck? Icy should be blinking. And it is. Because it can't find the pump. Didn't I say 0? Yes. Why is the pressure still going up? Why did it stop now? Because the temperature got too high. But the gas is at the right temperature, 75. Shit, it ran and ran, man. Why is that still on? Oh, the IC failed. That's what's going on. Let's try again. Well, let's just say just make sure it stays off. And then turn these off because the chip didn't turn them off. Wire this back up. Wow. Really got to weld that floor in. Whatever. And then let's do that plan. Make sure this is how it should be. That's off. What is my major malfunction? I remember I was kind of winging it with the temperature goal. And it seemed okay. I mean, like I said, it ran until we ran out of coolant. All right, so our batteries are filling. Yeah, that set point needs to be higher, doesn't it? Oh, I'm tired tonight. Too tired to look up the Kelvin value for 25 centigrade and type it in. Can that be? So yeah, I got the fuel going. I realized my mistake with the cooling. I tubed, heating up my new place to live. I think everything's right, except I didn't stop it fast enough, right? Oh, and I was saying, yeah, I need to put air conditioning in this place. Oh, This will go a lot better if it is connected to the heat. He said. Connected to the heat entirely. This is the spot that matters. The other spot I took out and put back, not so much. There we go. There's some nice heat being generated. All very sane. Nothing dramatic. But it is working, ain't it? Keep doing that. The heat through this pipe. The gas through that pipe. Pressed the wrong button when I tried to turn it off earlier. That's what happened. I'm going to run this down to 0. Run this up to 0 back here. And then go outside and observe the effects. Slow and steady wins the race. How's your evening? It is, but it's not as low as it was, lady. Oh, shoot. So you like how I built this, or how I designed this? Need to put a little plastic on the walls, but I got the windows in there nicely. And that clock thing, it doesn't matter, but you can display, it displays up to 5 or 6 displays. You could have one in here that drives from that clock in there, if you're willing to have it all in the same circuit. Although there's a mirror thing that I've never used. There's some kind of mirror thing that lets you span networks with a specific signal. That might be fun to goof around with. A lot more fun than watching the air move around. Nice, nice. Oh, it's too hot to breathe. A lot more fun than watching the air move around.
Temperature critical. Temperature low.
Logic mirror. So I'm going to want a logic mirror to jump over, and then I'm going to want just the tiniest bit of code in an IC and a display. So we're going to need a mirror. Is it called a mirror, or is it called an I/O? It's a type of I/O. Do I have one of those? I have a memory. No. Logic I/O. We'll pull another baseboard and place logic mirror. Can we stuff it in just like that? And then wire it up with not enough wire. But I know where I can find some wire. Should get rid of that and that. I think I've got a little bit of wire. Not gallons of it. I thought there'd be more coils. Take off your suit from time to time. Okay, so this puppy with the wiring tool goes like that and like that and like that, so that it can go like that. Good. And the input is time. Let's just see what we can see. Let's see if we can see anything. It is a, oh, do you see the setting there? As the setting changes on this clock, it changes on the mirror and all the other things. The mirror is the clock. Cool. Never did that before. So what that means then is somehow we're going to find the best spot for it. Don't go outside without your clothes on. Somehow we're going to find the best spot for it. Oh, I know the exact right spot for it. Right now we've got everything in the world, and we've got the furnace divided by that APC. So to my way of thinking, look at the arrows. Data in, data out.
Hunger caution.
Oh, but that's reader. We want mirror. Same way. Data in, data out. Wiring tool. Wax on, wax off. So then, did I say we need a, oh, come on, you, good. Time. And did I say we need a whole IC chip to do what we want to do? No. We need another I/O and a console and a drink of water, and we'll be good. Another one just like that one. And a console. Just for fun, just as a goof. because this has code to write to connect multiple connected LEDs, but it's not connected. It's on a different network. So that helps us not at all. And you know what else helps us not at all is running this generator after the battery's filled. There, it stopped. It probably stopped because there's no pressure on, because I used up all the coolant. Which better not have any oxygen in it, but that's a separate matter. So where did we end up? Minus... Oh, we're breathing the air at 6 and 8. Perfect. All right, so let's just try this once. We have a LED like the other LED, and it is connected to the network, and we'll call it time echo. Add the echo of time. And then we're going to take our logic I/O and wire it up. Oops, not a reader. It's a writer. I've got a crowbar and I really wanted a wiring tool. And this doodly says read. Did we rename that thing? Or is it just called logic mirror? Logic mirror. We need to say specifically what we want to read on it. I don't know. Let's just try it once. Time echo. Setting. And the answer is, yeah, we need to be able to say, read the mirrors. Well, there's a way to do that. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't have an airlock. There is a way to do that. And do you know what it is? We need a device. It's called a logic I/O. Logic I/O. That says to read the mirror's setting. Gonna want wiring tool. Logic reader in the network. Logic reader in the network, and we'll name it the time. You need to read logic mirror, and you need to read the logic mirror setting. You need to read what's in the time. One time around. The time, and write it to time echo's setting. And just like that, bam, we have a clock. We have a network signal crossing networks, and we have a clock. We'll have to figure out, what are we hearing? Just a second. Something's making noise. I don't like it. We have to figure out why that color isn't right. Oh, because the color gets set and then the value gets set. We don't need the color. Something back here is making noise. I don't like it. And we don't want to change the temperature now that it's so comfy. All right, well, we got one thing working good tonight. We got two things working good tonight. We have a room that we can breathe in. Take our suit off in. Ooh, don't do that because there's no lights yet. Don't take your backpack off. Need to put some lights up there now. We got the room to hang out in, and we got a view of the time. And there's something's making noise. Why would these chips make noise? They're solid state. So stupid. Put them outside. I'll put them outside where I don't have to hear them. Oh, and speaking of don't have to hear them, so I'm all pleased with myself and how my little compound is building. Whoa. I'm all pleased with myself and how this compound is building out. Pretty much happy with the placement of everything, except this darn thing is so loud that when I go in my house, it's like, shut up out there. So the one place I know I'm not building my house is next to this thing. Actually, I've always thought my house would be over here someday. My lab. All right, well, what are we at? 38 minutes, perfect length. I hope you are well, and I will catch you on the flip.